Alright, let's run it. Hit the dice. 2 and a 1. So we just reverse it. Easy enough. Fun fact, this is my actual highest lose count for Wildenton. I don't know why, maybe that's just variance, but perhaps. Well, I can tell you one thing. It's certainly prone to the Chaste, because Chaste absolutely ravages this combo. Hellhorned and Awoken. I mean, think about it. Regen, spikes, rage. All of that, such a powerful mechanic for both these. Basically completely nullified. Not always completely nullified, but basically. Unless you get some serious generation of it going on. And I do mean serious. And even then, it's like, if you had that amount, you would crush every other version of Seraph, and it's still going to be a struggle against Chaste. But anyway, we have things that just don't really work too well against Chaste. Overstacking floors, regen, and spikes. But we'll see. It'll at least be pretty good for the early game. I mean, the Bramble Lash won't, but the other two should. I am lacking offense though, so hopefully we pick... Ring 1 will probably be kind of annoying. I really wish we kind of got Strangler here, to be honest. But you know what? So we got an option. We could go Predator. Predator into Strangler. Or Thornlord into Strangler. Chase doesn't necessarily have a whole lot of incoming damage. So maybe Thornlord into Strangler is the way, because that would also give us a way to scale, which, given that if we don't find Razor Sharp Edge, really a lot of our scaling is pretty hard countered by Chaste. You know, rage scaling is vastly hurt. Not undoable, but vastly hurt, we shall say, against Chaste. And, you know, spikes, regen, the whole mess is just vastly hurt by Chaste. This is also a stronger start, I would say, Thornlord than Predator. I'm gonna go Thornlord. Just hope for Strangler. It's either that or I'll just go full Thornlord. It's fine. At the very least, I get to draw a full hand turn 2, which is never a bad thing. This could be scaling too, but Hell's Banners is Hell's Banners. I think though with Awoken, perhaps we really don't need it. I think Consume Crown gives us scaling, of which we'll be hurting for, so I'm going to take that. Also allows us, if we do need to do some spikes, to at least scale some damage that will counteract the loss of spikes damage. Who knows? Let's see. +4. These guys should theoretically not really be an issue. This is, if you think about it, that +4 does nothing on the backliners, and these guys are all pretty easy. I'm just going to go on the bottom here so I can make use of these incants. And we'll do the Train Steward here because he'll die by the time everything happens. Perhaps top floor would have been better though. Yeah, we can get bailed out here. Let's go ahead and do this. That should pretty much solidify a turn 1 victory here. And let's just do this. Really go for the turn or the floor 1 victory. Then we don't have to worry about killing all that crap. With 9 regen, yeah, it's gonna happen. 24 damage. So flawless victory here. Not bad. Deado might not be horrible. What about Vine Grasp? Could help us with Fell. If we don't end up with Strangler. It's 50-50 that we don't. Is Vine Grasp more versatile than Resto? I mean, these will be, unless we can get, Eternal Stone on them, won't be too good against chased. Some might even say unusable. But restoration also just isn't a big enough heal, I feel. It's really there for the damage, so it's like, do I need that damage? Maybe. Maybe. It's still not that much damage, even. It's all predicated probably on getting a Thorned Hollow, which would be... well, we have Hidden Passage, so we can overstack it. And I do want Champ on the bottom turn 1 so I can make use of the incants. Then I'll draw a lot. I can move them up with one of my 2 Hidden Passages behind the Thorn Hollow. Or Awoken Hollow. Awoken we'd want more, probably. Tell you what, I'm talking myself into restoration here. Ooh, Ritual. Even though it's, you know, chased, I think Ritual is, you know, get it down to 1 cost. If anything, it's a nice damage increase for the turn. I don't know if we want Shattered Shell in this fight. Technically, it does scale pretty nicely. I think we could try it if we don't hit on a hollow here. Ooh, Animus of Will. That Ritual really likes an Animus of Will. Damn. This is. I thought about just skipping. I should have just skipped maybe, but I don't know. If we didn't hit on stuff here, I'd be glad to have the Slayer. So the question is, do I need this as... like, do I have enough damage between Wildy and Shattered Shell that I don't really need Animus, and I can just take a good tank? Because this tank is pretty hard countered by the chased. Then again, it does give us AoE, which we haven't found yet. Well, we do have it. No, what am I saying? We have AoE. Should we choose to keep that? I'm gonna go hollow here. Hopefully I don't regret that. So, holdover. Shit. I don't want to bring this to a 2 and hold it over. And I don't really want that on holdover either. I don't have any good holdovers, I'd say. Let's just bring this down to 1. I think that's a good play. There's the removal of Consume, but we couldn't afford it, so it just sort of is what it is. Do I just want to remove this, or do I want to make it do 20 damage? I'm going to do that. Then at least I can use it. I have so many things that I probably need to remove that I don't know if I can afford to remove it, so pseudo-removal's fine for me. It's never going to be that useful against chased anyhow. I was going to say the nuts here would be to draw Thorned Hollow and Resto, and sure enough we got it. So I'm going to do this. That'll kill them, it'll kill all them. And then I could maybe go for a bottom floor finish. Maybe I just do this though, because then I don't have to incant him all those times, and I could fit Shell in behind here. Yeah, let's just do this. I could still get the 3-turn boss rush if I hit on a Hidden Passage on the Relentless rounds. Alright, let's put you here. Oh, I forgot what boss it was. Was it Sweeper? If it is, we want to put this here. Tell you what, let's do it here anyway. Since I totally forgot which boss it was, it's probably good enough just to do this. Let's do this just for a backup plan. Right, but I could do this to try to get that floor 2 kill. Unfortunately, we're not going to have the Hidden Passage here, it looks like. However, I could just take a guy out then. Yeah, it was Sweeper, so I did the right call here. So let's put all the damage here. Unfortunately, this guy's only going to get 1 hit, but that's fine that I at least get to kill that guy. Should be enough with the Bramble Lash. Boom, baby. Fortuit it, not bad. No power damage taken, and a Mark of Invasion is rare. So I will take it. Good run so far. Hey, Razor Sharp Edge. I think since I have Thorned Hollow and Sweeper, I don't need a Glimmer. I think Razor Sharp Edge is pretty good. That's scaling that, you know, actually sticks. Don't think I need these. So, Hellvent the Razor Sharp Edge? Or go for another unit? I could go for one more unit. I mean, I would not be opposed to an Animus of Will on top of everything. I don't have crazy good Hellvents. Like, even the Ritual's nice for now, but I don't know that I really need it for endgame. Let's do this. This would be redundant if I do end up with Strangler, which I do want. I'll have a 75% chance, roughly, to get it by the end of the game, so I think maybe I just take the Unbroken Horn. It may or may not be useful for us. Do I want Awoken Hollow on top of everything? I feel like I do. That's extra scaling that actually sticks, so let's do it. Might give some health to survive the sweepers on our sweeper. I think we got the room here. We got a good enough deck early. Let's get that money. Alright, we're rich. Hopefully we get to spend it and just not die here. It's an easy version of Talos though, so I think we'll be fine. We'd love to have a quick Unshattered Shell here, obviously, but that can't always happen. So I'm going to be a little bit greedy here and do this. Here's my thoughts. Sure, everybody enters with Rage, however, I can probably just solo her with the hollows anyway, and I might just go for a floor 2 overstack here. Let's see. Just debating where I want to do this. Or if I want to move people up yet. So my general rule has been to not get too greedy with going for like boss rushes, these no reload runs, and tend to end stupidly, especially on low pyre health, when I get greedy just for an extra 10%. So I could just plan on going in at the top here is what I'm trying to say to that regard. I don't think I can get both hollows down this turn. I don't think I need to. So what I'm gonna do is put the... I gain 2 and 2 here. I gain 2 there. Basically is what's coming down to. You're better at finishing off tanks, so I'm gonna do this. This. But then this to keep you alive and get you an incant. I think we can do this pretty safely. But I think in interest of securing the boss kill, I want to stack a ton of regen here. This Wildenton might not live, but I do plan on hopefully allowing the backliner here to live. Yeah, especially with a turn like this. Ah, shit. Okay, 9. Looks like it's a fail. Well, that was, I'd say, probably pretty bad. Let's just try to cut our losses here and really focus on Awoken Hollow. Okay, let's kill that. I think I need to move him up. Give him some damage. Sucks that we're gonna lose an incant here, but it just is what it is. Let's sacrifice this. We don't want them clogging up the deck. If I can draw through... that doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to draw through again, though. shit. Hopefully I can move him up. Although maybe I don't even want to do that, who knows. But we definitely want that at least, and let's draw some cards. I think I'll be able to finish Talos with this Thorn Hollow. We're going to take a little damage here, but as long as we don't die, should be fine. Yeah, I'm not going to bother keeping him alive then, so let's do this, this, this. I'm not going to play an Imp because I don't want to have the incants go to somebody else. And we should be good here. Perfect. Cut it a bit close there. Lost. If I wouldn't have been greedy on the turn 1 play, I think I could have not taken that 6 damage. So again, I do get punished, but at least I didn't go as hardcore on the trying to get the turn 1 rush and cut my losses a little bit. So it's not all bad, just some bad. You could argue Spike with Unbroken has a play, but not really against Chaste. And I'm even wondering about Dark Deal. As good as it usually is it really going to outshine a Razor Sharp Edge against Chaste? I don't think so. So I believe I'm just going to skip here. I could argue a Channel Song if I do really think I'm not going to be able to get all my units out. It's a Hellhorn banner. I probably won't take a Hellhorn. I'll probably just go this route. Just removals here. I get some steel upgrades. So I am sticking with what looks like 3 banner units. The 2 hollows and the Shattered Shell. I may not even have Thorned Hollow by the end of this. I'm still iffy on Thorned. I don't know if Channel Song makes sense then. It's probably a miss almost all the time. And yeah, these are like a collection of just very mediocre units. Branded Warrior can be okay, but not against Chaste. No way against Chaste. So what do we want to do here? Do I have need of Ember? Draw or Pip? I think draw. Yeah, let's go this route. Get some free removals. I'm going to keep Hollow for now. Later on, maybe I'll remove him, but for now, he's probably going to be useful. Quick definitely looks pretty good on Shattered Shell. I think now that I've got Quick secured, I don't really need Thorned Hollow. I may just remove him already. And then we got health here. Nice. I would hold out for a multi-strike on Shattered Shell, though. Him being able to multi-strike would greatly help me with those double tanks. Double tanks are my only fear at the moment. Tell you what, I'm going to commit to Thorned Hollow being gone now. I think that's fine. And let's reroll. Didn't get multi-strike. And nothing else that I really want here. So let's remove another Steward then. Bramble Lash for a 2-cost for 20 damage is still probably better than a Steward, and it consumes itself, so I think Steward's first. Then I don't know if an Imp is probably better than Bramble Lash at that point though, and I might remove Bramble Lash after that. So Predator is a bit redundant. I think I just stick with Thornlord, that way he can double as tank duties and just gain more damage. And I still want to hold out for Strangler if I can. Hopefully we don't low roll. Definitely low rolling so far. Spell Shield. Not a whole lot of spell damage in this deck, just the stings that I start with, the Restoration Deado, and I guess Bramble Lash. I think that's a pretty takeable trial. This will be one of those kind of double tank things though that might not be so great for me. I think I'll start down here just to get those incants. And then maybe I'll mid-floor the Awoken Hollow. Definitely do that. Then probably this. So we'll kill one of them. The other one's probably going to have his way with my Pyre, unfortunately. Actually, I could get around this if I do this. Yeah, let's do this, 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 and I think already second upgrade has to be Ember upgrade, it looks like. I really need an Ember upgrade with this deck, it seems. If we get an Imp here, that would be good. I don't get one. So the question is, do I want to take 11 damage, or do I just move? Who would I move up? Because if I move... Okay, I can just move them both up. Yeah, let's just move them both up. You first, then you. We'll just have to top turn it. Losing 11 here would be 22% score. That's not worth trying to finish it down here. And let's just keep putting some rage here at 40. He's going to clear everything out, and that's pretty much GG at that point. Put more of this here. Some more of that, and just that. I'm not too worried about... damn, we drew both these this turn, so we're not looking at a... You know what, I'm going to keep him down here. Maybe there's some world that I can actually just finish the fight down here. I know I'm finishing it up here, so let's just give ourselves a shot to do it here. I'll just put these in, it's just chump blockers. They're all dying, right? Okay, let's go with that. Doesn't look like we came even close, actually. Oh well. We'll get him up there. Okay, you can come right up and die. At least we two-turned it without taking damage. That's not too bad. Restoring Retreat could allow me to do some shenanigans, since I didn't. See, Preserved Thorns is pretty good, though. I don't necessarily want too many spikes or stings in the deck. And Graft might not even be horrible. I mean, that would be a way to counter Ember Drain if I Ember Reduce it. Kind of counter it, just by one, I suppose. But we will be pretty Ember Drained if we're not killing those Pyre Wings, which we probably aren't, at least the first round. Maybe by the second round if we scale fast enough. I don't think with the two hidden passages I really need Restoring Retreat. I think that's a greedy play to try to get floor 1 kills, and I could just try to do what I did there and move them up when I can. I could even Permafrost a hidden passage, and then I really don't need that. So it's either Preserved Thorns or Ingraft. I think Preserved Thorns, I mean that's going to give me, but if I already have +2 here, so right off the bat that'd give me +8. Incants plus the 30 damage, even more if we get Sting artifacts. Gets me a full hand the next turn. I think that's better than Engraft. March of Shields could be interesting. So could Inferno. I mean, I'm rarely going to be on the bottom floor for too long. And I can just clear out that bottom floor. Then again, maybe I want the slays though. Maybe I really need slaying as part of my damage scaling. What about Impish Scholar? Give me a Preserved Thorns back. I wouldn't want that probably. The Sap's back though would be nice, but I don't want to like not have to play my Preserved Thorns in fear of, you know, doing that. March of Shields, how often am I not going to have a Woken Hollow in the place that I need him? That's what we have to predict. It's possible we put a large stone on him. Even then, is it happening that often? I think we don't need it. Hopefully I don't eat my words on that one, but we'll find out. I'll keep in mind that I could have had one of them. So is this or this better? They're pretty even, I'd say. I don't know if I have that good of spell upgrades, honestly. Like, these are okay for now, but I don't know. Well, I don't have much heals. If I don't end up with like any heals, I do need to find an Eternal Stone on these Wildwood Saps, or else Woken Hollow's gonna have a very rough time. It's likely we'll find heals though. I mean, there's There's the 2-cost one that draws cards. There's Awake. There's Unleash the Wildwood. There's options. There's even Spreading Spores, should I want to go that route. So right now we're faced with this decision. At this point, Steel's definitely happening. That looks much better than this route, just because it has the Vortex versus Caverns. I'd say a Vortex is typically more powerful than your average Cavern. Caverns are either hit or miss, there's really no in between. I'd say they're mostly misses, but sometimes the hits are pretty good. A lot of times though, it's just like, add a consumable card that you don't need, so you just skip it, or have a Bone Shine, just skip, stuff like that. Or even like the Bone Dug event, it's like Purge 1 card versus just guarantee the Purge 2 card. I think it's generally better than Caverns. Sure, sometimes you get the Hammer, sometimes you get Vengeful Staff, but most of the time you don't. And let's see, down here, the Steel also looks better here, I would say. As good as Vortex is, by this point in the game you want a Hellvent, I would say. So I think we go Merchant of Magic here, all those things considered. Let's check this out first. Against Chased, don't know if any of this makes sense. Maybe Massive Stones, just get that initial damage, but I doubt it. I don't think adding 3 dead weights is worth, like, what is it, plus 10 essentially to your damage. It's like a 25 gold upgrade. It's not really worth 3 dead weights. I think they really need to rework this one personally. I think it's almost never takeable, the Penitent Remains. And then really it's like, this one really only gets taken against Diligent, I'd say, unless you really need a 3-cost 120 damage, which isn't horrible, but I don't think we need that. Maybe we do, maybe this deck needs it. I'm gonna say no though, and this only if you're like hurting for Pyre health, which we're not, so skip. Like I said, the Caverns are honestly mostly misses, I've come to find. At this point, I think Razor Sharp on a holdover makes sense. And let's just make it a 0 cost if we're going to be having it every turn. We may, if we don't find Multi-Strike, just want like a Battlestone or even 25 health on our dude. He's going to be gaining back health though, so maybe we don't need it. He'll gain 2 health a turn, so it offsets the Razor Sharp per turn. Really wants us to take Surge Stone. I don't want to Surge Stone the Deado right now though. 10 I would do though. 10 I would do. Permafrost on this I think makes sense. Like I said, just for score, really. Well, I could bring this down to a 1, then at that point I can... Yeah, is that really worth it? Let's just do... I think Root Seeds at 0 is pretty nice. I pretty much want to play these when I see them. Alright, let's do that. Armor Trial here is absolutely brutal. Oh man. Well, it really depends on if I can find a Razor Sharp Edge in time and play it twice. Because I'm going to need 2 of them to be able to kill them. Either that or I get a 1 Razor Sharp Edge and a Rejuve proc. That would give me, let's see, 5, 15. I'd still need 1 more. Well, we'll see. Or I could just get around to Slays in before the tank and then... How would I get the Slays? Yeah, it's tough. Let's see... I think it's worth the gold here, though. I've got some Pyre health. That tank is going to ravage me, though, if I don't kill it. Rage also does the trick, so... Let's do this, so I can at least protect him. We definitely want to do this. I'm going to hold on this. This really needs to go in the hollow. And I'm just going to incant him. He'll get one, or he won't get any slays here because the one we want to slay was quick, so they're gonna get these slays. I was hoping the collector would come in down there, but is what it is. Let's do, and I really want this. I'm gonna take it. I unfortunately will lose. I'll tell you what. This is a weird play, but I'm gonna do this. Just because I eventually want this guy. I don't want the imp like getting the procs, let's put it that way. And for now, I don't think I need to play that. Let's just get some draw and more damage here. And we can do this, that, we'll do this, and we'll hope to finish this guy off if we can. Let's just get this and this out of the way. So if I can hidden passage here, which I should be able to, I can finish him. So we'll take you up first. It's either that or I wait, because I could technically kill this guy. By doing this. And I can just do this. And this. Which boss are we looking at here? I'm going to hold this for now. Because I want to take him up the same turn as him if I have to stack him there. If not, I guess we'll just see. Still do this. If it's the sweeping boss, man, I really need to pay attention to these. I think we'll have enough stats here that we can take the sweeping boss on. I'll just move him up, and then that should be fine. I'm gonna do this just in case it's a sweeping boss. So this is 2 times I've made this mistake. Oh, it's this guy. Yeah, you know, I think we really do need the both of these behind. So let's bring you up. And then you up. I'll give you that. Keep this going, and we should be good there. That guy's gonna die to the quick sweeper anyhow. Let's keep up with that. Keep up with that. Just get the incants here. Get your health up. We should definitely be good here. But, you know, never underestimate that boss, let's put it that way. This boss, in my opinion, is the worst of the Ring 7, or the hardest of the Ring 7s. Even harder than the stealth boss. I think this guy takes the cake. There's so many builds that are just almost impossible to take that guy out with. Umbra, for example, hates that boss in my opinion. Damage shield, pretty much completely nullified. Chump blockers, pretty much completely nullified. Your only hope is lifesteal, really. Anyway, Pirate Grow is potentially worth it. I don't know if I do take an Ember upgrade, do I need it though? Like, have the Unbroken Horn already with the Ember upgrade? I mean, I am drawing a lot though. It's also potentially, I might be Ember drained a few times. I think I'm talking myself into taking it there. Tiresome Climb could also prevent Ember drain, but how heavily do I need to do that? The days can also just get removed. If I have to play it like early or something. I don't know if I like Tiresome Climb here. And I don't know, I really do think I need the slays. Like, there's a fine line I'm going to be teetering here, because I've been able to preserve my rage so far. Without that rage, how much damage would I really be doing? And then I'm going to have to deal with double tanks. And I need to scale up the damage such that I can beat Seraph in a reasonable amount of time with basically no regen. So these are kind of the thoughts swirling about in my brain. And we've kind of determined this was the best route here, so let's stick to that. Get rid of the final steward. I think we just get rid of the Bramble Ash. This thing sucks. I don't want to have to, like, Ember improve it. I think these are fine enough. Yeah. So I'm not opposed to doing this. It does make some turns a bit awkward, but I think mainly we're usually starting with Thornlord and Shattered Shell together, so it's potentially not that awkward. I think I need like all the extra health I can muster against Seraph the Chaste, so let's take this upgrade and let's hope for a multi-strike. We don't get it. I don't think I'm going to lock in health. I have one more steel I'm probably hitting up, so we'll just save the gold for now. Would like to try to get that multi-strike. That multi-strike would pretty much double the output of our damage, more or less. Slightly less, but really, essentially, it's gonna double it. Alright, so this is fine. We're just gonna go right here. We're gonna get a crap load of incants, and we're gonna completely offset the -2 draw. We're still gonna draw a full hand next turn. And we actually even chunk through that. Alright, so we can move you up first. And then you up second. Keep this on holdover. And just give you another incant. Definitely. And it'll be GG. We'll get a 3-turn boss rush too, because we're gonna end up, you know, getting what we need at that one point. Broken Horn's doing pretty good here for us. Just get rid of that. I don't really need to save the, I'd rather just get rid of the card than save Ember. We got the regen too, so now we're always going to be fine in the department of health. This strong deck, I like it. We'll see how it does against Chase though. I've had plenty of decks that crush the game just to get crushed by Chase, because Chase is that annoying. I'm gonna save energy here. We'll have this ready for the 3-turn rush. Do a little bit of damage there. I guess we lose out on the Slay if we do this, but I think we get more overall damage by continuing to play out things on the floor. Guess these are gonna go up here. No sense giving that guy a Slay. And we just keep with it here. One wave remaining. Why don't we play this one just for the hell of it to get a little bit of extra damage in. And it's time for the GG. Starring, whatever her name is. The girl with Angelina Jolie, yes. That is Angelina Jolie, right? GG. Or maybe it was Geely or something. Who knows? These are skips, yeah. I think I still like the Ember upgrade, even with the Pyrogrow. I would like that extra Ember just right off the get-go. So, removals or Helven Cavern? I don't know. I don't see any like strong hell vents. I don't necessarily want 2 razor sharp edges on holdover. The only reason I would do that is just to get to one of them quicker. That might be arguably worth it, but I got the final hell vent for that if I need to do that play. I'm not in a dire need to hit a hell vent at the moment, I would say. So why don't we just get some free removals and maybe an early choice at some artifacts here. I don't love the merchant trinkets here versus the caverns. Like, even though I said the caverns are generally misses, I would say that you know, I'm gonna hit a merchant trinkets at the next floor anyway. So I'd rather just get like some free value, but you know, it is what it is. Well, we do have a lot of stings. That's probably just going to be worth it, right? Let's take it. Plus we can pierce through some of these rings. So we of course don't get Strangler. I don't see much value here. I'd rather just get more scaling and have more health. He can even frontline if I need to. It'll give me a lot of extra health against Chased, which is always good. It is pretty crazy though how, you know, we've rolled pretty well. We didn't roll very well on heals. That's potentially going to be an issue. I may have to hell vent this restoration detonation, as weird of a play as that is, but right now we don't have a good way to heal. We can mitigate a lot of damage with the Shattered Shell, but if we don't have multi-strike, we're not going to mitigate enough. I still think the plan is this, try to get the multi-strike. If we don't, restoration detonation. Hopefully we get offered some heal here though. It's pretty crazy. We haven't seen an Unleash, Spreading Spores, Awake, or the card of which I can never remember the name of. The 2 cost, 25 heal that draws 2. Pretty low roll to not get any of that. But you know what? Heaven's Seal here is not too bad. As long as we get the Shattered Shell early, we should not kill our draw. We get it, so that's good. We even get like everything that we kind of need here, but actually we don't want Hidden Passage this turn, I would say. So we'll just have to wait and eventually overstack. We may not even need to overstack. I guess that all remains to be seen. Oh, this does kind of suck, doesn't it? Well, there's no sense, I guess, right now in not doing this play then. Sucks that he'll be in front, but that's, I guess, just going to have to be how it's going to be. Hopefully we get the collector here. Okay, we can move you up. Let's go ahead and do that. Because now we can start incanting here. We got a lot of incants. We can do this. We can do that. We're not going to be able to kill this, but we can at least get the collector, so he'll get up to 10 to kill the future purifiers. As for what else to do, definitely that. Oh, now we're killing everything. Question is, do I want a Wildwood Sap? Do I want to try to be greedy and not take 10% loss here of score? Because we're not going to have stings next turn, most likely, to take that out with. So, but does this really gain us much? Probably not. I'm going to do this anyway. So we can get definitely a damage boost here. We got this on holdover node. That's good. However, not a whole lot of else good here. We'll just do this, that, and that. This guy's gonna ravage us, so there goes the score. Oh well, we can't. We at least can take this one out and this one out. I think. I mean, apparently fucking not. Jesus. Well, this is a horrible sign, I would say, that we can't take these Gilded Wings out. We really need a multi-strike. With multi-strike we can do it, but until then, it's not happening. I cannot let another one through. You'll notice that takes... We're going to be basically dead here. Okay, this will at least help this turn. That would be possible. God, thank God we have that artifact. Without an artifact, we'd be gone here. I think we've finally scaled up enough to be able to kill him. Guess we'll see. Let's go ahead and move you up so we're not getting all of that shit in. I'll do this here just to get the incant. Isn't that just brutal? Just 2 Gilded Wings. Enough to take you from full fire health down to 29. I really hate the balance of this unit. But, you know, whatever. Just keep doing this. Keep doing this. Do that. Should be fine to take this guy on. Salvage some of the score. We've lost 50%, which is shitty, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, that really sucks. Really sucks. If we don't put this gold to any use, I would say that it was not worth it to take that trial. If we had not taken the trial, we wouldn't have lost any score, because we would have, well, we would have lost a little score. But I don't think, let's see. I mean, between the stings and the imps and everything, I think we'd maybe just take 2 hits, so we'd lose 40%. Yeah, I guess it's still fine that we took the trial, as long as we don't lose. If we lose because we have the inability to like stop a few light wings or just a few gilded wings, then that's definitely not worth the trial. These are not what I'm looking for. I mean, technically these are heals, but they're not big heals. Really sucks to not hit on any like heal. That's such a low roll. I think without the heals we could be pretty fucked. It's probably GG at this point. I'm trying to think if there's any way to salvage this. Like, would Restoring Retreat do me anything? Like, it could buy me an extra turn, I think. Maybe I take the Restoring Retreat to bring those tanks back down. I think it's probably worth it for that. That's my only saving play here, I think. There's also a Tiresome Climb that I could add. I might do that as well. That could save me some health, because there's definitely tanks getting through. We got to set up at the very top. At this point in the run, we're just trying to survive. I think we take it. So, I really need that multi-strike. I think my run rests on a 50-50 right now. I could do this. Just get some initial damage, I guess. I don't know. Does this really get me much, though? Let's see what... Got it. Fucking... Okay. Man, this sucks. These are horrible. Okay. Okay, we got the multi-strike, thank God. So the question is, do I want an initial 10 damage on... Is that worth... 265 gold? Is that worth it? Because I'm probably not going to be able to do anything else with this gold if I do that. Do I want 1 razor sharp edge worth? Is it worth it that? I think I'd rather get something that can provide me with some sustain. That ain't it. Man, that sucks. I get a little bit of extra damage on each sting and my restoration ditto. I think I'm better off just removing cards. Let's just do that. Let's remove the implings. And then, I just don't know if I'm going to be able to stay alive without duplicating this. It also will help with the tanks. I think I do just duplicate this. It's such a weird play, but I think it's what we need. So hopefully we got enough. We're not even going to try for setting up the bottom. So let's do this. This. Question is, do I let you get a slay already? That's probably better than trying to scale him out, I feel. Let's just put some damage in here. Is there any sense in not playing this now and trying to wait on it? I don't think so. I might as well just start scaling that up. And I'll give him armor here, just to get it out of the deck, I think. I think I want to really draw into Restoration Detonation quite often on the second cycle through here. So I could just bring this guy down, but then he'd be in the back. Is that worth it? Probably not. Probably don't really. It'd be nice to get those regen procs here as a thing. But we got this, at least. That should help a little bit. Let's go ahead and do this. I can do this. And I don't want this guy to get through, though. This would do 100 damage, which is better than 60. Why don't I just do that, then? I can't really take any pyro damage, so I need to wait for both these, ideally. We do need to play this. Looks like there's no way I can really take that guy out, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, it's still gonna Ember Drain me. It is what it is, I guess. I'm gonna still do that. I want his health up. We can at least play both these this turn. So let's do that. I'll bring you up first, you up last, and I need to get definitely your health up. So let's actually do this for now. And I would do this, but then this, because this is going to be a make or break turn coming up here. I have to get this. Okay, they are dying, so that's good. I think we're good, it looks like. We'll have extra Ember to counteract the massive potential Ember. Oh, wait, we're not getting Ember Drain, what am I saying? Yeah, it's GG now. That's good. Let's do some damage here, I think. Doing that for the incant. At this point everything's dying, so I might as well just incant, you know who. I could do that for damage or just do that for extra health. Wait, why didn't that give you extra health? Triggers when healed, even at full health. Increase the attack and health of the friendly unit with the lowest health. Did I just miss it? Like, I could have sworn his health was already at 10, but maybe I'm just tripping as I often do. And the multi-strike was so needed here. If I didn't have multi-strike, I would have been dead. 100%. So we can we finish this? 1.5/2. Yep, we can finish this. So we're gonna do this into this, and we're going to 3-turn it for a flawless victory. Not bad. Yeah, he's already dead, but just for good measure, let's go ahead and really make him feel the pain, because, you know, Chased is an a-hole. Not bad. Not bad. I mean, Ring 7 was bad, so Ring 7 pretty much cost us probably, we're not going to be above 40k, but think it'll be high 30s. Maybe we barely eked above 40, but I 3-turned without taking any damage to final fight. That's gonna give me 11,000 something, so... Yeah, we got it, 41k. That's a lot better than I thought we were gonna get. I guess... You know, we dropped about 3k there. 100 damage taken. Jesus, Gilded Wings are a real balanced unit, let me tell you. But anyway, we 3-turned that, no damage. 2-turn, no damage. That wasn't great. Not necessarily great, but it's an armor trial. Whenever can you do good against an armor trial? It's like Heaven's Seal and armor trials, like... but we did pretty good otherwise. You know, we 3-turned both these pretty important fights for score, so... I'll take it, I'm happy with it. Thanks for watching, peace.